Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of Drivecast. It's been a long time since we've done one. Today we're playing Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec, where in the first one we played Gran Turismo 2. This is widely seen by most fans and critics alike as probably the best game in the series, and for good reason. It's a very, 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 very good racing game. Let's see if I can't get this to full screen, shall we? Toggle full screen. Okay. That'll look better as soon as it goes full screen. But yeah, this game's awesome, and I have already put a few hours into building up a decent car that needs better road traction. And I suck at this game. A lot has happened since we last recorded, which the last time that we recorded would have been Halloween. When I played The Suffering. See if I can't turn this down. God damn, that's loud. Okay, now let's go back to full screen. Toggle full screen. Anyway, a lot has happened since we last recorded, which was what? Halloween, right?
Yeah, 31st, yeah.
When I did a video on The Suffering. That was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed that, and the video wound up turning out like shit. But I mean, when the video was in movement, it really looked bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, I guess that's just happens sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. There's nothing I can do about it, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't get over how good this game looks for a PS2.
It really was a very, very good-looking game at the time. Like I said,
I remember seeing like screenshots and gameplay when it was first getting released, and I was like, holy shit, I can't believe this is on the console. Or just like a game looking that good in general, really.
No, I wanted to go back. Let's take a look at my car and see. Let's go to tune-up. I don't remember what all I need to tune up here, so bear with me. Suspension and brakes. Got it, got it, got it. Engine and intake. Got it. See, what will that do? It'll lower my horsepower, so we don't want that. Nope. Drivetrain. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
So I assume the CR stands for credits, and you can use that to get upgrades and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
The level 2 turbo kit, got it. I can't get an intercooler. Let's see. Got that. I think all that's left is tires. I can get racing tires. I can get $47,000 racing tires.
Should be pretty good then, if that's the case.
Yeah, those tires better be godly. Let's see, what has happened since, let's see, the day after we recorded last, the Cubs won the World Series for the first time in over a century.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that was first. Remember?
Yeah, well, I think it might have been technically November 2nd because it was at like 1 a.m. or some shit.
Yeah.
But
I watched that shit. That was good.
yeah, that was a great final game too. I mean, the Cubs put up a decent-sized lead, and the Indians fought back to force extra innings.
Oh yeah, because I remember like they took out one of the pitchers for the Cubs or something, from what I remember. Or was it bad? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but boy, what a good game.
That was a good game. That was a close game, and that had all kinds of like weird twists and things I didn't expect to happen. Like, oh my god, that was really close.
Listen to that thing. Look at that thing rev whenever you see it. Let's see what else. What happened after that? After that, I guess you'd have to fast forward a few days in November to the next big event, which was the presidential election. Boy, did that piss off the liberals.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, people should have seen signs that Trump was going to win.
Even though the media was basically saying that like Hillary had like a over 90% chance of winning.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at the enthusiasm that Trump was able to gather for his campaign versus the enthusiasm that Clinton, I mean, Clinton voters, many of them were like, well, I guess I'll vote for Clinton.
Yeah,
Trump voters were like, fuck yeah, I'm voting for Trump.
Oh yeah, even like the early days of the election cycle was like that, really.
But throughout his campaign, he was doing like 6 rallies in 7, like a week, right?
Yeah, because he even came to a town near me, like a town that's like, I'd say about like 10 miles away from here. And it's like just like a small ass town in Maryland. They actually came.
And let me guess, you got 10,000 people, right?
There's a lot of people from what I understand. I wasn't there though. It would have been interesting to be there. I should have went there just to be there.
Yeah, but he was getting probably averaging 10 to 11,000 per rally. And Clinton wasn't pulling anywhere near those numbers. So the signs that Clinton was going to lose this election were there. And the mainstream media and liberals just ignored them.
That's pretty usual, I guess.
On the last day before the election, on the 7th, they both held their last big rallies. Clinton used all kinds of star power. She used like celebrities to play concerts and or live tracks and stuff like that.
I forgot about that. Like, didn't she bring out like Beyonce? And she brought out all these like big like pop stars or something.
Yeah.
I remember she was like pandering up the ass the whole time.
Yeah, and that that got her 10,000, which was the biggest one of her career. Across the river from her, in the exact same city as her, Trump was holding his own rally without star power. It was just him.
Oh, he probably rigged in a lot of fucking people.
11,000. The biggest one of her campaign, and he still got a bigger
attendance rate.
Yeah, crowd showing than she did. Without star power. She had the star power, he didn't.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of understandable, because he was like a meme from the get-go, really. Like, he was just like he was just a meme from the very start.
Although I guess if you want to put it technically, Trump's name does have star power in and of itself. He has been, like people love to go, oh, Clinton lost to a celebrity, like, game show host or whatever because he was on The Apprentice, right?
Yeah.
But that's kind of underselling Trump, because before The Apprentice happened, he was in the public eye for 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
He was a big... I mean, go watch Home Alone 2 again. He had a scene in that.
I always forget about that. He's in a lot of movies, from what I understand. He's in a lot of cameos.
Yeah, he had a... back in the 90s, back when Pizza Hut first announced their stuffed crust pizza. You remember... I don't know if you remember it at all. But they had the stuffed crust pizza, and their whole thing was turn the pizza around and eat it backwards.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing, like, ads for that.
Yeah, he did one of those commercials, too.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
It's probably on, I'm sure it's on YouTube, but he did one of those. It was like he was having some kind of hot date, and they got Pizza Hut, and then he was telling his date to turn the pizza around, and that's how you eat it correctly. Or something like that.
That's so weird.
But he wouldn't have gotten that if he didn't have star power back then. He was in the spotlight since the 80s, like mid-80s. Yeah, and how many like retail, or not retail, what the fuck do they call, like he builds hotels and shit, you know?
Yeah.
How many people that do that have their name plastered everywhere like Trump has for 20 years?
Yeah, I know, right?
Trump understands brand recognition. He understands how to play this game in a very different way than politicians do. And he was able to gather attention to himself. And it worked extremely well.
Yeah, because I think one of the main reasons why he won is just because of the fact that he was the anti-establishment candidate. And Hillary was clearly the opposite.
Yeah, being anti-establishment is also a big part of that. Because when the GOP threatened to not support him at all, he's like, well, fuck you guys. I don't need you. And he was right.
Yeah, I already got billions of dollars. I don't need your money. I don't need Coke money. Coke brothers.
And boy, howdy, can the man ever do a zinger. You know? I mean, just get on Google, on YouTube, and look up Trump Thug Life. And you'll find a whole bunch of compilations of all his insults that he slung at people. And there's some fucking good ones. Like the one I shared with you last night where he's like, well, for you probably regret donating to the Clinton Foundation. Fucking mic drop right there, you know? And then, I suppose after that, fast forward to December, and we got another new Star Wars film.
Oh, yeah. Which you just got back from seeing a little bit ago.
Yeah, I saw it for the second time. But this was, Rogue One is directed by Gareth Edwards, who has done one other major movie before this, and that was the 2014 Godzilla movie. And I enjoy that movie. It's not perfect, but he did a lot of things very, very right, which is how he landed this job. And everything he did right about that, for the most part, he did right about this film.
Yes, especially in terms of like the action scenes, because in both films the action scenes are pretty on point.
Yeah, the action scenes are amazing. They're incredibly well shot. He's got this way of shooting things to make them seem fucking intimidating and huge, that he uses in both films to great effect. And now, it's not a perfect film.
Oh yeah, that has a lot of problems.
There are a lot of things to nitpick and complain about with it. Some of them are major, others are minor. Like, a major complaint is the characters are largely forgettable.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest problems with it, really. There's like no character development for the supporting cast.
Yeah, the only character that gets character development is Jyn Orso. She's the only one. They hinted at character development for the Rebel pilot. What the fuck was his name?
It was sort of the same.
I just saw the damn movie and I don't remember his name. That's the problem.
It's kind of like Calrissian, but it's Cassian or.
That sounds right. But you know who I'm talking about. They hinted at character development for him when he was like, I've been in this fight since I was 6.
Yeah, he mentions that. And there's like an earlier scene in the movie where he was on this cool, like, new asteroid city planet, and he basically, like, backstabs his partner, I guess that's who it was, or something.
Yeah, a friend of his, because his friend is going to slow him down and get him killed.
Yeah.
So you understand why he did it, and why the rebel, like, it forces you to think, yeah, the Rebel Alliance probably has to do things like this that you would prefer to not think about them doing.
Yeah, that's...
It's the ugly side of war.
Yeah, like, because, like, the original trilogy did not do that at all, really. They didn't have that dark side to the rebellion at all.
Yeah.
That's what this has been on.
And that's one of the things this really does well, is it makes you remember, oh yeah, there was a serious war going on, and war is ugly, you know?
Oh yeah.
But the characters, apart from Jen Orso, really, you're probably not going to remember them too much. You might remember K2SO because he's got some funny lines.
Yeah, he's the comic relief. And I think, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed his character when he was on screen and whatnot, but yeah, he's the comic relief, basically. And then they got,
Then you might remember Donnie Yen's character.
Yeah.
You may not remember his name, but you'll remember that awesome blind guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, his character, I like his character and I like his partner's character, but the problem is they just don't have any backstory at all, which sucks because I want to see their backstory because I like those characters.
Yeah, they were guardians of a Jedi temple, is what they were.
Yeah. But like, I wish I knew like why he was blind, or if that was born, or if something happened to him.
Yeah.
Let me really like to see in general, really.
It also has some pacing issues toward the beginning. You jump from one planet to another planet to another planet so fucking fast at the beginning of this film that you never really get to stop and get a feel for any of them.
Yeah, that's another thing. Because it's just like all the new planets are cool. All the new additions to the universe are cool. Like some of the new characters and the background characters are cool. But like you never really get to really see much of these new planets or cities. Like they just hop around so fast that you can't even take it in. Like there's like a labor camp in one scene, which you never really see at all. Really, you only see the truck that what's-her-face is in.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all that the Empire has labor camps. Obviously, they never showed that in the original trilogy, but the Nazi symbolism was there, minus the extreme racism.
Yeah.
And the extreme racism isn't here either.
Yeah, the Empire are basically space Nazis. They've always been, really, like even the Stormtrooper name.
Yeah, they're. I thought Stormtrooper was more World War I.
Oh yeah, like originally it was. It was a form of a soldier type, I think. And then like obviously when like World War II came around with the Nazi regime, they were like Stormtroopers were basically rebranded as like loyal to the National Socialist cause and whatnot. They were like elite like soldiers basically, from what I understand. But yeah.
Hey, I got a viewer. Hello, Fast Guncha. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy what you're watching. I suck at this game, but I enjoy playing it anyway. Let's see. Other than that, there are a few tone issues with it as well.
Yeah, I don't like that either about that movie.
Like, it'll go from dark and gritty. I did not mean to do this. It'll go from dark and gritty to kind of silly and more family friendly back to dark and gritty.
Yeah. A like a lot of it seems like it came from reshoots, which is like the main thing. Because I think 40% was reshot, from what I understand.
Yeah, there was a lot of this movie that was reshot, and you can tell that just by looking at the trailers, right?
Oh, yeah. So like, I think the teaser for the movie has nothing but deleted scenes, from what I understand.
Yeah, there's a bunch of deleted scenes. There was a bunch of stuff in that trailer that is not in the actual final film. So it's obvious that there were reshoots done. The running theory seems to be that there were reshoots done because Disney wanted to go for a more family-friendly
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
family-friendly kind of thing.
Yeah, which kind of sucks. I mean, but oh well.
So the end result is like when you're on Jeddah, there's a big dark and gritty battle scene where a bunch of rebels wind up doing street fighting with the Empire to try to get crystals. And then you follow that up with a kind of silly, kind of slapsticky fight with Donnie Yen, which is a cool fight, don't get me wrong, but it comes on the heels of dark, gritty, very serious, so it's like a kind of a shocking tone shift in the movie, and it doesn't stop the movie from being good. And there are times when this movie's flat out amazing, too.
Oh yeah, I mean, it has its moments.
The entire last hour is amazing.
Yeah, because that first hour took a long time to go somewhere.
Yeah, it really starts picking up once Jin and the crew get to Jeddah, I think. And they meet up with Saw.
Oh yeah, Saw. Yeah. There's like a weird scene where one of the characters gets interrogated
By a tentacle monster.
A tentacle monster who shows up for less than like 30 seconds of screen time.
It shows up in one scene.
They
never bring it up again. They never talk about what the results of that scene were. You just see him later, and he is the pilot is completely unaware of his surroundings, and then they talk to him a little bit, and he snaps right out of it. So nothing came of that scene. It just happens. You could have cut that scene, and it would have affected the movie in no way, shape, or form.
Yeah, because I always forget about that the pilot character in general, really. Because the person I was referring to earlier wasn't him. I got his name mixed up with the other main character. The Cassian guy, whatever the fuck his name is. He's the other main character. He's the other guy.
Yeah.
I don't know who the pilot is. I can't remember his name.
I thought Krennic was a pretty good villain. I mean, he's kind of one note, but so was Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh yeah, I mean, he basically had the same presence and screen time, really.
But I liked him as a villain because you could hate him. I mean, a lot of times people just want villains with a tragic backstory that you can believe that they have a chance to be redeemed or whatever, but that's not always how villains are. Sometimes people are just horrible, period.
Yeah, especially like when he's like a higher up in like the Empire. You know, it's like he's a higher up in a awful like space regime in a way.
Yeah.
I guess we call it that.
And Krennic is just horrible, period.
He got his job stolen from Tarkin, apparently. That's how that played out in the universe now.
Ah, shit, they all passed me. But I thought he made a good bad guy.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Of course, you can't talk about Rogue One without talking about CG Tarkin.
Yeah, CG. People made a bigger deal out of CG Tarkin than they needed to.
Yeah, like
But every time he's on screen, it is distracting.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too. Because it's like the CG's really fucking good. Like, don't get me wrong, the CG's great. But like when he's beside a human being on screen, it's really, really noticeable. Like the uncanny valley is like really prevalent when you see him beside somebody else, like a real human being.
Shit, they're gonna beat me. Come on. 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 Yes. God bless a fast car. I raced that terribly. But yeah, CG Tarkin is another problem with the film. But there's a lot to like about this film. The special effects are good. The fight scenes are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, like when K2SO just like flat out executes a stormtrooper on the ground who's suffering. I thought that was really funny how like out of like I wouldn't say out of place, but it was like out of nowhere.
Darth Vader gets a really, really fucking badass scene.
Oh, at the end of the movie, just flat out just rages these fucking rebels and just slices the shit out of them.
Yeah, if you love Darth Vader, and who the fuck doesn't love Darth Vader, you're gonna love this scene. It's awesome. Let's see what else is great about it. It brought back the dirtier, grittier, not so pristine feel of the original trilogy.
Yeah, because like I think the prequel trilogy has like this weird I don't know, like a weird plastic vibe. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it's because everything in them is CG. Everything.
Yeah, because like if you ever saw like the behind the scenes, like the sets are just green screens.
Yeah.
All those sets of green screen.
Thus far, we've largely avoided a spoiler talk. Do you want to talk some spoilers?
For what?
Rogue One.
I think we already touched on all the spoilers.
There's really not much to spoil in this movie.
Story-wise, yeah, there's not really much. I mean, but like spoilers about the end, like, I assume you're referring to how everyone dies.
Yeah, everyone dies at the end, and okay, I understand that. You have to find a way to have these characters be important to the Star Wars story without and explain how they never appeared in the original trilogy, right?
Yeah.
The easiest way to do that is just to kill them all, and that's ultimately what they did. I think something more creative could have been done with it. Yeah, they get captured, and they're hidden away by the Empire, and they're found by the First Order and Kylo Ren, and he like trains them and turns them into bad guys, and then like they have a character arc in the newer films, right, where either you kill them off or you redeem them.
Yeah, that would have been more interesting, really.
I think that would have been a more interesting way to go about it, but that's not the way they went about it. And the way they went about it is fine, it's just predictable.
Yeah, because I can see why, because they died for the greater good, like their lives were not in vain. They helped to get the plans, the Death Star, like get the plans from Death Star to the Rebels, and of course, like, you know what happens after that and whatnot, but...
Yeah, this movie basically ends where A New Hope begins.
Oh yeah, like right where it ends. Like at the end of Rogue One is like exactly where, or not exactly where A New Hope begins, but like they take off like like they hit light speed or whatever. But then like basically like I guess a couple minutes after that, that's when A New Hope starts.
Yeah, A New Hope starts very, very quickly after this.
Which is kind of weird seeing how Vader was like completely fucking violent as hell earlier in the Rogue One movie, and then like A New Hope, he just nonchalantly walks on board the Rebel ship, and then beginning of A New Hope, and he's like all chill. He's not violent.
I mean, he does pick the guy up by his throat, and he's like,
Oh, yeah,
"What
yeah.
have you done with those plans?"
Oh yeah, there's that, of course, but
If this is an ambassadorship, where is the counselor?
and they just like basically just kills him. I assume.
Yeah.
Overall, like I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. It's not a perfect film, but it is a good one.
Yeah, like from what I saw, like a lot of people have this love-hate relation. No, not like it's not like a love-hate relationship, but it's like one of those movies apparently where it's like either loved or hated. I understand, but like from what I saw online, that's how it is. So.
Yeah, that's how The Force Awakens was, and I don't understand people hating The Force Awakens. It was
Yeah,
good.
like, yeah.
It's
like,
not a...
Oh yeah, like I think the biggest problem people have is the fact of how similar it is to New Hope, which is. I mean, I understand that because I kind of feel the same way, but I don't hate the movie because of it.
Yeah, that's a legitimate criticism, but at the end of the day, Poe, Finn, and Rey carry it extremely well, and they're very, very likable. And seeing the return of Han Solo, he's also extremely likable.
Oh yeah. Like I don't understand how somebody can. I don't understand how somebody can hate the movie because it's not like it's not horrible in any way, shape, or form. It's like it's a good movie.
It's
really
well constructed. It's probably by far the best movie J.J. Abrams has ever done.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. Because like what else did he did? What Star Trek did he do?
I think he did all three of them so far.
Oh, okay. I thought he did. Two of them. Because I thought the newest one was done by somebody else.
Although the newest one done by somebody else? It might have been. I don't know. The newest one was pretty darn good, though.
Yeah, I honestly have never seen a single Star Trek thing ever in my life, to be honest.
I've seen every episode of the original series, and I've seen every episode of the cartoon series that followed up the original series.
Oh, yeah, Justin Lin directed Star Trek Beyond.
Ah, well, that was a good flick.
I heard that was good. I remember the initial trailer got a lot of bad press.
It did, largely because they used a Beastie Boys song.
That's like the only reason, because other than that, really, the trailer itself wasn't bad, I wouldn't say. It wasn't like, because it came out, didn't it come out like alongside the Ghostbusters and stuff, or around that same time or something?
The Ghostbusters trailer was just dreadful.
That was, yeah, I hated that. And the movie sucks too, I saw the movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
It don't. It's not, honestly, it's not horrible. I've seen a lot worse. I saw a lot worse summer Hollywood blockbuster schlock, but it's still a bad movie. It's like a typical modern day cash grab comedy movie.
Yeah, that's what it really looks like, and I have no desire to see it.
Yeah, the humor is what you expect from a modern day comedy, like this like Hollywood schlock.
Which is to say, not really all that clever, not really all that funny.
Yeah, they go to like a metal concert, and there's like people with obscure ass metal shirts on, which is really bizarre. Like the show that was playing in the club in the movie, in this venue, like there was this tour that a bunch of these obscure death metal and grindcore bands. Like Nails was on the poster for it, and Ozzy was the headliner, and Ozzy made a cameo. It was so weird. That was really bizarre seeing that type of shit in that Ghostbusters movie, but the movie itself was like lame as fuck.
Yeah, I have, like I said, no desire to see it. Christmas happened. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, Christmas was good.
Yeah, I finally got the money to get the rest of the parts to build my 486, and I have almost all of them. Almost all of them have come in the mail. I'm still waiting on one single part, and it's a converter that plugs into the power supply that allows me to plug my power supply into my old ass motherboard.
Other than that, you're good to go, really.
Yep, other than that, I've got everything I need. And I'm going to be making a video about the building process. So that will be coming up. After this, I'm hoping I can do the Nintendo podcast with Eric as well. And after that, we're free to do a Let's Play Metal Slug 1. Should be the next one. Shit. Come on, fucker. Come on, fucker. Come on. Ah, second place. I have to do this race again. So you guys can look forward to that. Speaking of videos, though, I finally finished my video review of Prowler in the Yard by Pig Destroyer. So you guys can check that out. When this goes up on YouTube, I will put a link in the description below for you guys to check that out. That should be awesome. I personally think it turned out well.
Yeah, a good comparison of the remaster and the original recordings, because there is a big difference in
how they sound.
Yeah.
I could have pointed out other places too where it is mixed differently as well.
Oh yeah, there's also like certain songs that have added in vocals. They added in the same.
Yeah, there are definite differences, but I thought it was going on long enough, going on 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was still good though, even without the other stuff.
But that was a lot of fun to do. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. Hopefully we can get this done. I really want to get back to Let's Playing at some point.
Oh yeah, it's always fun.
And we both have Gang Beasts now, so we'll probably be doing Let's Plays of that.
We also have that
Genital Jousting.
genital jousting, yeah.
So if you guys want to see us Let's Play the gayest thing ever.
Oh yeah, like I don't know how anything could be gayer than that, really.
It could be literal naked dudes, but
it could be a Village People video game, and it wouldn't be as gay as genital jousting.
So if you guys want to see us play the gayest thing ever, let us know in the description below.
Oh yeah. Because it's one of those games where it's only multiplayer, so it's I can never really like find games there. Like,
Yeah, you kind of have to have friends to play it with.
Yeah.
Like Gang Beasts is the same way, I think.
Yeah, because there's no single player or anything. There's no single player modes for Gang Beasts at all. But like I tried, like you can like customize your dude, and I made like a private like server where I just like tested the controls and saw how like game played, and it seems like it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of gameplay of it, and it looks like it's a lot of fun. So I'm really looking for, like, that is something we were not going to do all the time. We'll just do it sporadically. We might even stream it.
Oh yeah. Because I can't wait for that.
Yeah. Other good news. I have a device that will let me plug my video card for my 486 into my capture device. So I will be able to capture gameplay directly from the 486.
I assume you're going to be playing like Doom and Wolfenstein and whatnot. You have copies of that.
Or old RPGs.
Oh yeah. I guess what kind of floppy games do you got?
I'm not sure I have anything on floppy right now. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that I want to get. It's part of the reason.
Yeah, because I forgot your 486 is going to have a CD-ROM or CD drive.
Yeah, it's going to have a CD drive. It's going to have a 5 1/4 and a 3 1/2.
Okay, that's cool.
And it's a very high-end machine, too.
Like it's one of those machines where if he got it at 95, it would be like thousands of dollars
Probably.
Oh yeah.
God damn it! I'm gonna lose this race too. See, I just lose control on these fucking curves, and I lose.
Yeah, I'd probably be the same way. I'm terrible at racing games.
Got 4th place on that. That's embarrassing.
Still probably better than what I could do.
Shit, I didn't mean to go to preview there. Well, I guess that guy left chat, so thanks for stopping by, whoever that was.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting that we're on Twitch.
Yeah, we're on Twitch.
I never used Twitch other than doing this, because I used to watch a lot of JTV back in the day, but JTV turned into Twitch, basically.
Justin TV, I think it was called.
Yeah, Justin TV, yeah.
I remember that. Screw Attack used to stream on that back in the day.
Oh, yeah, like I used to have an account on there, my account carried it.
Yeah, Screw Attack actually, Stuttering Craig left Screw Attack and formed a new channel called Game Attack, which is just pure, like, Let's Play type things. They don't do, like, full Let's Plays of the game. They do the heavily edited, here's the best of what we recorded while we were recording kind of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that as a style, really.
I've sent you a few of their, I think I sent you Genital Jousting.
I didn't know that was a part of that channel. Oh, that's cool.
And I've sent you a few things of Gang Beast. They did a Gang Beast episode with Andrew WK.
Yeah, that was
Literally, they did an episode. I don't know how the fuck they got Andrew WK.
I don't know. Because I saw him open for fucking Sabbath like 3 years ago. Which is really weird. It was bizarre seeing him open for Sabbath. But all he did was just play songs. Like he played like an obscure Sabbath song. Played Pantera and whatnot. But he's
yeah. But apparently the guy actually really enjoys video games.
Oh yeah.
Like legitimate, like he's a very serious gamer.
Yeah, he's not. I guess he's not like one of those like he calls himself a gamer, but he only plays like. I hate to say like, oh, he only plays like Call of Duty and like whatnot, but like there are people that are like that.
Yeah, he's more like what's her name that plays Lana Kane on Archer.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember.
Hosts Ubisoft's thing every year because she's the least cringy thing they've had in years for their E3 press conference.
Yeah. There's a lot of fucking just awkward and cringe.
Oh god, they've had some of the worst press conferences I've ever watched. And I've been watching them year after year after year for over a decade.
I've been watching them since 04, and like I remember, the worst thing I think that E3, like the cringiest conference I've ever seen was the Wii Music demo.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That was fucking awful. That was so bad. I actually have Wii Music and it's not good. So if you ever...
Yeah, they had one year where they had a host. Ubisoft had a host that named Mr. Caffeine that was just obnoxious. This guy sucked.
I remember they used to get Joel McHale a lot.
That's what we need, is a guy who's going to just sit here and shit on the gaming audience that he's in front of.
Yeah, it's funny because I actually saw him do stand-up in Atlantic City before.
Yeah.
A long time ago. But yeah, it's stupid tactics on their part. I mean, I don't think he does it anymore, which is good because it's not not the realm of what he does.
Yeah, the gaming awards, which have changed names several times over the years, but Jeff Keighley keeps doing them.
Unfortunately, Jeff Keighley is butt buddies with Keighley.
Oh god, did you see the Schick Hydro Razor bot thing?
Oh, that's fucking awful,
What the fuck was that thing?
It's so not subtle. It's like the most like blatant fucking sponsorship I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's
like what the?
Get it?
Who came up with this idea and why? Find him or her. Fire him or her.
Immediately, that's so bad. I can't even comprehend that. That was so cringy.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here. So, thank you everybody for watching. I'll continue streaming for a little bit, but thank you everybody for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would be greatly appreciated. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks everybody, and goodbye.